Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. Such a nice day to take stock of where you are and how your week has been this far, and just kind of take a pause for a moment and check in. Of course, on Monday, we said that's what we're really going to focus on with these morning sessions this week, is to truly ask yourself without, and then allow yourself to listen, to become the observer, and just allow yourself to listen to that answer from yourself without any judgment, without listening to answer, without listening to fix or plan or change or anything, but just holding space enough for yourself to really be honest about where you're at. And we don't always have to act immediately. We don't always have to instantly put a plan of action in gear. I mean, sometimes we do, but sometimes we just need to listen to ourselves. So I hope you're all doing very well this morning. Let me try and find you guys who joined in for Coach Kaylee and my talk yesterday. I saw a lot of names. We enjoyed it so much. I think if it was up to us, we would probably have spoken for like another 4 hours. But I hope you found it very helpful. Of course, lymphatic work is an all-time favorite of mine. I regard it as a very important practice to include in my daily movement schedule. So I hope that you are all going to jump on the lymph train with us. I did get back to most of everyone's comments yesterday. I think if any questions were asked, as I usually say, if there's something additional, please send me a DM. Sorry if I don't get back to you ASAP, but I will get back to your message. So feel free to send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Whereas I know the end of the week really ramps up for the coaches. Time-wise, my end of the week becomes a little calmer. So that's when I can really get into getting back to everyone properly and looking at all your messages. So feel free to get those messages to me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carmelita. I hope you're well. If you're here, I'm hoping to see 3 out of 5s. And then you've done your flow for the week. I hope to see you back tomorrow and Friday as well. But really, we're trying to get in that hour and a half of recovery every week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you can, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Be creative with your schedule. I was saying this yesterday, I think, that it's nice to have that structure of schedule, but then it's also nice to give yourself some play and some creativity, so that you can move from more of your intuition, perhaps, or just your really your authentic self on that day. Yesterday, it might have felt great to do my hit first and then my flow. Today, I might want to wake up a little easier, a little slower, start with my flow, and then get into my hits, right? Change it up. Someone asked yesterday in the lymph talk, should you be doing lymph in the morning or in the evening? You can definitely do it both. You can do it all times of the day. But honestly, I can't tell you what that's going to feel like in your body. So you really need to be taking these practices, practice them at different times of the day. Make notes. Like my yoga practice is different in the winter than it is in summer. You know, there's a different energy around it, around everything I do, in fact. When you bring into account seasons, months, I'm a very big monthly planner kind of person, but I do so not just kind of schedule wise. I always try and run a theme around my month. What is it that I'm looking to connect to and explore in that month, within myself, within my career, within my relationships, within my physical body? What am I looking to, I don't like the word improve upon. What am I looking to create more vibrancy in, within my physical body, in that month, you know? So last month, the big thing for me was my eyes. I'm pretty blind, so I was like, my eyes, I need to get my eyes sorted out. And now I'm just paying a lot more attention to my eyes. I'm getting my contact lenses fitted tomorrow. And that's, of course, a costly situation, but actually not so much. I got a really nice optometrist here in Hermanus, and they help you with the fitting and everything. But besides the point, next month I'll look at another part. Next month I'll maybe go, this month is all about my skincare routine. How am I looking at my skin? How am I caring for myself? Perhaps the next month is my digestive system. How is my metabolism looking, etc., etc. So I really believe that there's an importance of there's a beauty to working within these time frames, these seasons, but then giving yourself a lot of freedom within that. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Eva. Lovely to have you. Cindine, Megan. Cindine, I have lots of catching up to do. I highly doubt that, Cindine. You're always practicing. Lorna, good morning. I watched you on Katie's Talk on Lymph this morning. It was very informative. Amazing. Isn't it just? And there's still a million things we could say. Renata, good morning. 3 out of 5. Yay. No one else is putting numbers here. I want to see numbers, everyone. Even if it's a 1, even if it's a 2. Comment now. I want to see your number. Good morning from Bangkok. Sweet. My back really badly this morning and cannot move, so I'll be watching from the floor, legs up the wall, and doing this on playback when I can move properly again in the next few days or however long it takes. Oh, Kabibi, I'm sorry to hear that. You can send me a DM and we can discuss it a little further if you like, but I think that's a great idea. Take it easy, especially that area is inflamed. Just let it relax. Breath work. Lots and lots of breath work. You're in a nice warm area, so that's quite good for the body. Maybe you can do a few cold dips in some water. That'll be nice as well. But good luck with that. Let me know if you need assistance. Good morning, Christina. Feeling stiff from hit yesterday. I think I went for it with a towel slams a bit over enthusiastically. But I'm certainly in the right place. Amazing. Good. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do need to push ourselves. Sometimes we do need to go across that boundary. And, I always say, like, stiffness and intensity, there's nothing wrong with that. It's pain we don't want. But if you're feeling a stiffness, if you're feeling an intensity from movements you did the previous day, that means you're shifting and changing things within your body. And generally, that's a pretty good thing. So well done for taking it the extra mile yesterday and really committing to that hit session. Yes, here come the numbers. Drum roll. We have Nicole with a 2 out of 5. Well done, Nicole. I'm assuming you're going into the weekend with your flow then. Megan van der Werven says, first session this week. Amazing, you're here. I want to see you tomorrow and Friday or catching up on a session over the weekend. Lorna says 3. Yay. And Eva says 3. Yay. Christina says, I'm on 2 out of 5. Well done, Christina. Dana is at 3. Sucks at getting old, says Kabibi. None of us are old. We're all young. We're all young. And we're going to thrive forever because we do our flow and we eat well and we drink water and we are just on this train to live vibrant lives, everyone. Good morning, Jono. Nice to see your name pop up here. Hi, Sarah, Sandra, everybody. Jolene says 3 out of 5. I'm super, super impressed, everyone. These are the numbers I'm looking to see. It's that 3 out of 5. Good morning, Blanche. Lorraine says 3 out of 3. Yes. So if you've done your 3 out of 3 this week, right? I'm not saying there's not more time in the week for more flow, because there always is. But it's like, surely you feel a difference. Okay? It's almost like that. And I guarantee you your money back. If you do 3 flows a week for a month and you don't feel a difference, give you your money back. But seriously, it's so important, guys. We have Tanisha who's arrived. Good morning. Alison Prince, 2 out of 5 with hits and flow. Amazing. Perfect balance. Blanche is here with 3 out of 5. Cindine, living a vibrant, jet life. Yes. The skippers, 3 out of 5. Well done. Roz, 3 out of 5. Race day, so looking forward to a bedtime flow. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, Roz. Well done, everyone. Got a few more minutes to go. So yesterday I challenged you guys, and I have not seen anyone jump on the bandwagon yet. But I will maybe try to post about it today if I remember. Is that I want all the ladies to make a post and tag a Jeff gentleman and say, I challenge you to do 3 flow sessions this week, and that gentleman has to tag you in their flow session so that you can keep them accountable for showing up at flow. So at the moment, the scale is really tipped towards the ladies, and this practice really is, we always say yoga is for everybody, right? So I'm looking to get the gentleman here. I know we've got Greg who's here a lot, Paolo, we've got quite a few gents that are Alfred's here quite often. Michael comes to the sessions a lot. I know we've got a lot of gents here, but we need to get. I know that's not all the gents in there. So I'd like you to tag or nominate the gentleman in Jeff. Do a post for us on the members page, or even in the Together page, and encourage them to do the flow session and tag you in it so that you can make sure they've attended 3. Right? I want to see Pedro as well. Yes, 100%, 100%. Cindy, thank you. Definitely, I don't want to miss out the gents who are here. But we need to get more of the guys in. But welcome everyone. 3 out of 5 for Rita. Hi Tracy. Wonderful to have you all here. Guys, it's Wednesday. Wednesday is swag day. So, as per usual, I wear this top all the time. I'm like constantly having to wash them. I actually need to get myself a bunch more of them because I love these. And then our socks. Who wants some socks with the race on Saturday? So you can see you can get the lady tanks, which are super nice. I absolutely love them. They fit really beautifully, and it's the nicest fabric. This, of course, you can go and get on the website. And you've got to have swag because there's going to be another Jeff run soon, and you're going to want to wear your swag. So buy it as a gift. Maybe purchase for someone in the membership group or on the Jeff Together group. Someone who doesn't have it yet. You can gift it to family members, gift it to yourself. But that is our Jeff swag, of course, that you can get on the websites. And wow, guys, yesterday blew me away. The day before, getting to 50,000 members on the group. We're all still buzzing. Like everyone here of Jeff is really still buzzing about it. And of course, the announcement yesterday. We had a lot of people join into the community, and we're just looking to grow it more and more and more. You kind of expect people to maybe get, a little bit, fatigued at some point, but it just doesn't happen in this community. The energy is always there. Everyone's bringing it 100%. And I really think I know why it is. Because you can't give from an empty cup, right? Everyone knows that saying. And everyone at Jeff within the community, within the instructors and the coaches and the instructors are looking after themselves really well. Eating well, training well, focusing on vitality, on wellness, on wholeness. And that's why we're constantly able to give to you guys. And you're all doing the same. So we're like this level of just growth and change and inspiration. And we're all just doing this really for our high wellness. So that's super exciting. All right, everyone, I think we're going to get started. You can have 2 questions, and then we will get started. Welcome, everyone. We're going to start in a kneeling position. So you can always have a cushion underneath the buttock, so between the heels and the buttock. Or if the kneeling position doesn't feel great, you have an flexion of the knees, and you can just sit on your buttocks in the cross-legged position. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and just allow the hands to rest on the side. And then let's close the eyes. Bring yourself fully present onto your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. And sigh out through the mouth. And a deep breath in. And sigh out through the mouth. And one more deep breath in. And a sigh out through the mouth. Take a few more moments here as you ask yourself the question, as if you're an observer, as if you can step kind of outside yourself for a moment to listen, to observe. Ask yourself, how are you today? Genuinely listen, genuinely care what the answers are that start to rise to the surface. Don't attach to them. Don't create a story around them. Just let whatever comes up, come up and acknowledge it. Right. And let that all kind of melt away as you take a full breath in through the nose. A bit more of a forceful exhale out. Release it. One more gentle breath in through the nose. Let it all melt away, exhale. So we don't latch on to what there is, the thoughts and the emotions, but we do acknowledge them, and then we can move from a more authentic place to meet ourselves where we are. Open your eyes. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. Okay, we're going to move into a little forward fold, standing. So place your cushion to the side. We'll come back into the seat. But just to release the legs, so tuck your toes, keep your knees bent. Allow your spine to drip down to the floor. Keep a little bend in the knees. Lengthen from the lower back. Tuck your chin so that you feel that back line through the back of the neck and the skull lengthen. Draw your lower belly in. And then you'll just start to bend and stretch into the legs. So really easy. If your hands don't come down to the floor, then you can just bring your hands to your shins. You could even have your hands on your thighs, but you're trying to allow the back line to soften. So don't look forward, don't kind of look at what you're doing. Let the head just hang down. Don't hold your breath. And as you go, you'll try, let the head become a little heavier and let the spine move down a little further. All right. Stop your moving and then bring yourself back into your kneeling position. Or if you are cross-legged, change the cross of the legs. Again, you can take a little loop of the shoulders. Let's release through the neck. So look over to your left. Keep your top row of teeth parallel to the floor. We'll come back to center and go over to your right. And once more, come back to center. Left ear softens to left shoulder. And then here, the body will stay quite still, but we're going to encourage some movement through the neck. So you can just roll your chin down to your shoulder, roll it up to the ceiling, maybe lift it slightly, maybe tuck it in. And so you just start to really explore what's going on the right side of your neck. See if you can deepen your breath. And then the next time your chin comes down to that left shoulder, keep it tucked in and roll the chin down to the center of the chest. Pause here for a moment. And then draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Opposite side, right ear to soften. Take a few moments here as you just allow this gentle opening to happen, so we form that mind-muscle connection, so our body kind of knows where we're going now. And then you'll start to bring in that little bit of motion, that looking for openness, and of course that mobility around the cervical vertebra, this axis atlas joint which connects the neck to the skull. Let it feel nice. Remember that feeling of yawning that you can try and find in every shape. The next time your chin comes down towards your right shoulder, pause here. Roll the chin down to the center of the chest. Pause for a moment. Draw both shoulders slightly back and out to the side. Keep a slight drawing in of the lower belly. And then let's stack the vertebra back up, crown of the head up to the ceiling. Opening into the front of the throat. Let's curl our ears back. So I'm not just throwing my head back, it's really gentle. I'm not worried about taking the back of my head backwards. I'm feeling for lifting my chin. And obviously, as I lift my chin, my whole head's going to move. But this is really where my focus is. Okay, if you start to feel any tension in the back of the neck, if it becomes too much, you'll just bring your head slightly forward. Okay, otherwise, you'll just feel it out here. And the same thing if you want to bring a little bit of movement. You could maybe roll the skull. Just see how that feels. Sometimes it's too much to have any movement here. Sometimes it feels good just to have it a little more static. Alright. Bring the face back forward. And then we'll come into that forward fold again. So hands forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and again, you'll come into that little forward fold. And again, you can just pedal out the legs a little bit. I'm going to remove my swag. Spread through my feet, spread through my toes. Take a little bend and stretch. Heavy head. Alright. Then slide your hands up to just above your knee joint, so pretty much on your thighs. You're almost resting on your legs here. You can see my knees are bent if I show you from the side. And we're just going to get a little bit of a movement, or a little bit of movement going in and around our ankle joints and a little massage across the feet. So just start to roll. So nice here. Simple, slow movements. Lift and spread through the toes. Some nice ankle rolls, of course, getting some easy movement through those knee joints. And then pressing in and around the edges of the feet. I love work like this. It's super slow and simple. But like Kaylee and I were saying yesterday, self-massage can be so important. So let's change direction. So something like this is a great example of that. I'm not using my hands to massage. but I'm using gravity and I'm using the weight of my body to get a little bit of movement in and around my feet. All right, let's do 2 more rounds in this direction. And then you'll pause back in center. And simply bring yourself up to stand. Loop the shoulders. Bring hands onto hips. We'll bring the weight onto our right leg. And draw your left knee to chest. Find your balance. You can have a gentle flex through this left foot, and we'll move through some hip rolls. So taking that knee out to the side, round, back to center, and forward. So these circles can be as big or as small as feels good. Let's do 3 more. Rolling through that left hip. I got a little bend in my standing leg so that my right leg is nice and firm, helping me to balance. I'm not kind of throwing my shoulders and my head all over the place. Next time your knee comes to chest, pause and change direction. So now maybe you can play with a straighter standing leg. But remember, if the straight leg is, if the standing leg is straight, I feel like there's less movement in and around the pelvis. If I bend it, I can get a little more movement in and around both hips. Beautiful. So you should have done about 5 in each direction. Pause through center. Flex that left foot completely. Ground it. Come to stand. Good job. Second side. Weight onto left leg. Your right up. Little flex in that right foot. And you're just going to move 5 big rolls through that right foot. It's a nice opportunity to check in with yourself and your symmetry. So what is my right hip feeling like? What is my left hip feeling like? And something that, of course, would affect that dramatically is the way you sit. Of course, for us ladies, I know particularly change direction to do 5 in the opposite way. We tend to sit like quite tight cross-legged a lot. And for me, I always have a go-to. I always put my left over my right, and then I actually rotate my shoulders to the left. So I have to watch that very carefully. Finish off your next round and pause. Lower your right foot. Good job. Straighten out the legs. Release the hands. Take a high mountain pose. Inhale. Full body stretch. So now firm the thigh muscles around the thigh bones. Let the tailbone lengthen down and reach as tall as you can. Bend your knees to come to sit in a chair pose. Bring the weight into the heels. Relax your shoulders. And then move into a forward fold. Tuck your chin. Maybe the legs feel like they're a little looser. They can perhaps straighten out a little more. Tuck your chin, lengthen through the spine. Deepen your breath. Preparing for 3 rounds of final roll. So bend your knees to prepare. Squeeze your buttocks, your lower belly in from the bottom to the top. Roll the spine up. Loop shoulders, up, back, and down. Let's move to the breath. Inhale, arms up. And then fold forward, take a little bend in the knees. Exhale, touch the chin. Press your hands into your shins as you take a halfway lift. Inhale, look forward, reach your sit bones back, the crown of the head. And forward fold. Exhale, bend your knees a little more to prepare. Inhale, roll the spine up. Exhale, loop the shoulders. Last round. Inhale, arms up, full stretch. Bend the knees, fold forward. Exhale. Tuck the chin. Hands to shins, look forward, lengthen forward, maybe the legs straighten. And exhale, fold, fold. Then the knees prepare to roll the spine all the way up and loop the shoulders. Nice. Make sure your feet haven't kind of gone to sleep. You're not gripping with your toes. So lift and spread your toes for a moment. Find your feet are parallel, hip distance. And so you're always aware of your environment, right? It's one of the practices that one of the teachings that I love of this practice is you're constantly aware of your alignment, your space on your mat, your space in your environment. And I think a lot of the time we can go through a day. Sometimes I drive and I'm like, okay, I don't remember really how I drove in those 10 minutes. Didn't even see the environment around me. So it's these lessons to teach ourselves to become present. Interlace your fingers, reach both arms up. Stretch through the wrist, stretch through the arms. Take a little bend in the knees. Let's go over to our left first. So reaching up and over. Use your left arm perhaps to pull that right arm a little further. Stay here. Increase your breath. Nice. Come back to center. And then go over to the other side. Reach your arm across. Full stretch, feel a line all the way down to the inside of that left hip bone. Long, full, deep breaths. Come back to center. Split the hands and fold yourself forward and down. Take a halfway lift. We'll find a straddle. So heel toe your feet apart. And my feet are pretty much lined up with the short edge of my mat, facing forward. There's a firmness in my thighs, even if my knees are bent. I'm going to lengthen from my lower back, so the pelvic bowl is tilting forward, 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 forward. Maybe hands come down just to the floor, but it doesn't matter how low down you are, guys. Okay, you're going to tuck your chin, and wherever you are, just want to meet yourself there. All right? So anything you're feeling in your body is your body communicating and just letting you know what's up. So especially if you've been doing a lot of hip sessions, then I don't want to hear, oh, I couldn't do anything in flow. It's not about doing anything in flow. You've been doing a lot of hits. Your body is going to be firm. Your body is going to be tight. You're just here to help relieve that. You're not here to try and look like anything, all right? Allow yourself to be upside down a few more breaths. Remember, I always say you can come up at any time. Otherwise, so nice. Just let the liquids flow in and around the brain, the eyes, the skin in the face, the glands, sinuses, the scalp. And then press fingertips down to bring the gaze up. We're going to move to lunge over to our left foot. So adjust as you must so that both feet are on parallel tracks. You can gently lower your right knee down. Place a cushion underneath it if you feel you need that extra support. And then take your right hand a little out to the right. Start to twist from your navel. Open the left side of the chest. Open left armpit. Look up to the ceiling and open up, stretch. Try to get that yawning sensation to open up the body. Okay, if it's too much looking up with your neck, you're welcome to look down. So you make these little adjustments in your practice as you go. And the more you practice, the more you'll know where you need to adjust for your personal, individual practice. Okay, let's all look down. Take your left foot a little out to the left, runner's lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of this left leg. All right, for the variation this morning, your toes should still be tucked under. We're going to raise our back knee up. You can tuck your chin. You're either going to hold here for 3 breaths or perhaps move down onto your forearms 3 full breaths. So at the same time that we are stretching, yes, and we're opening, other parts of the body are firming to make that happen. Beautiful. Press down into your hands. That back knee is up now, so we're simply going to walk to our right. Take your time. Bend your knees as much as you need to move through all these transitions. Move to a lunge over to your right and lower your left knee down. Left fingertips can come out to the side. You can be on that left palm. And then rotate from the navel. You obviously feel that movement all the way to that left buttock as that left hip kind of wraps around. Open right arm up. Breathe into your right lung. You're either looking up or you can relax the head down. Notice what that right foot is doing. Don't crunch with your toes. You're firming down to push up. And I'm not collapsing in my flexibility. There's a little drawing away from the floor. Beautiful. One more breath. Let's look down if you're not already. Take your right foot a little out to the side, turn your toes slightly out. Hands to the inside of that right foot. Raise the left knee off the floor. Stay here 3 breaths. Or move down onto your forearms. You'll hold. Inhale and exhale 3 full rounds. Awesome, everyone. Bring your hands down. And then bring yourself back into your straddle. So walk your hands back to center. Find your straddle for a moment. Let's fold forward. Take a few more breaths here in this inversion. So watch out in this pose that you're not hanging backwards. So I'm not on my heels. I'm not hanging into my poor back line. Okay, my front of my legs are active. My weight is in the front of the heels, the balls of the feet, so that I can really feel the back line have a chance to release. Next, inhale, lift you to a halfway lift. Heel toe your feet to hip distance apart. Bend the knees, squeeze the buttocks from the lower belly in. From the bottom to the top, roll your spine all the way up and loop the shoulders. Right, limp work. So we're going to do our forward and back limp this morning. Feet are hip distance, so you can just start to rock on your feet. Soft bend in the knees. Try to get your heart rate to completely relax now. You can take a nice exhale out through the mouth. Really relax the body. You can start to take your hands forward and back with it. So again, no effort. I'm not kind of swinging my torso forward and back, right? My torso is pretty still. And I'm just going to swing my arms forward and back as I rock on my feet. Let's add a nice long exhale. Nice, keep going. Let it be easy and soft. Just picture you're pumping that lymph to where it needs to go. Our dishwasher of our body. Keep it going a few more rounds. If it's too intense to do the arm movement with this, or you're struggling with your balance, you could always just hold on to a wall and you could just rock on your feet. Even that is enough to get our lymphatic system moving. Okay, so we've obviously gotten our heart rate up, we've tapped into the cardiovascular system. We've got our abs to activate a little bit this morning, activating into our digestive system. We've got our breath moving, tapping into the neural system. Now moving through our lymphatic system. Obviously breathing, the respiratory. So we really try to use our practice to activate internally as much as we do the skeletal and muscular systems of the body. Okay, let's slow down. And then you can bring yourself to lie on your back. Nice. Both knees into chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Sorry. Take a few little rolls of the knees. Those big femur bones in the pelvis. Change direction. Beautiful. Pause in the center. Keep left knee to chest. Extend your right leg forward. Then take a supine twist. So twist on your spine. Left hand moves out to the side, and I'll move myself a little to the left. And then just encourage your left knee across to the right, really guiding space from this left armpit away from left hip. Take a time to find the shape, don't rush into it. I'm going to take 3 more breaths here. You've still got a few minutes of your flow, so don't rush off into your day quite yet. It's only a few minutes, that practice of keeping yourself present. Beautiful. Come back to center. Both knees to chest. Squeeze. And then opposite side, change interlace around right, extend left forward. Right arm opens to the side, right knee moves across. You're looking over to the right, deepening your breath. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Hold both knees to chest. And then place them down, feet parallel, bridge pose. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, raise your belly, raise your arms. Take a nice full reach back of the arms. We'll hold 3 full rounds of breath. Soft belly. Roll the spine down from top to bottom. Once you've grounded the sacrum, bring the arms back, bring the knees back to chest. And then here you could roll over to the side and push yourself up to sit. Otherwise, take a little rock forward. You could be in any position on your mat. I'm just going to turn to face you. The last little loop of the shoulders, ground your hands, close your eyes. And deepen your breath. And just sit here for a few more moments as you acknowledge your efforts. We show gratitude to our bodies for carrying us through this life. We show gratitude for the privilege it is to have this time. Many people do not have the opportunity to wake up in the morning, do a HIIT session, do a flow session. It's so beautiful. It's such a privilege. It's such a blessing to have this time. So just really acknowledge that. both arms out, take a nice full reach up, and just bow forward over your legs. Tuck your chin, kind of sealing in your practice. And then you'll bring yourself back up. Thank you, everyone. Well done to everyone for showing up. A special well done to everyone who is on their third session for the week. But also to those, I know there's a lot of you who are heading into their sessions later on in the week. Minimum of 3 per week, we're saying now. And then, of course, I'm putting it out to you ladies for that challenge. Go onto the group, post a photo, tag a gent in the Jeff group who you maybe specifically know that you haven't really seen around flow. Challenge them to do 3 flow sessions, and they have to tag you in each flow session so that you can help keep them accountable. They can help keep you accountable. And so we try and get more gents in these classes. Guys, it's been lovely as always. Wishing you a beautiful rest of the day. Jeff Day is the day of the day. Keep well, keep safe, and I will see you all again tomorrow, 7 a.m. If you didn't watch Kaylee and my Jeff aired about the lymphatic system yesterday, or if it seemed like it was a bit like intense, rewatch it or watch it. It's really worth it. It's work we're very passionate about. Feel free to leave us any questions. So thank you all for joining, and have a beautiful day further. Such a pleasure, everyone. Ciao.
I am fiercely feminine because I'm strong, I'm independent, I stand up for what I believe in, and I stand up for what's right. I am so proud and privileged to be a woman. Join us in being fiercely feminine, and let's support each other today and every day moving forwards.